So Tyson Fury knocks out Deontay Wilder in the 11th round and retains his WBC heavyweight title as well as the Ring Magazine belt. Fantastic, fantastic fight. I mean, when this was announced, or when we knew that we were going to get a third fight, I was the first one to say, I don't need it. I got everything I needed out of the first two fights, especially the second fight that was so conclusive. That being said, this is going to go down as a classic trilogy. Absolute classic. Both guys hit the canvas. Both guys got back up. Five knockdowns, I believe, in total. Wilder was down in the 3rd, 10th, and then inevitably the 11th. Let me just check. Yeah, round 3, 10, 11. Fury went down twice in the 4th, got back up. Yeah, full of drama. This was definitely a improved Wilder compared to the second fight. No question there. Definitely looked stronger. I think the weight would have helped him in that respect, but then I think the weight was a disadvantage as he was severely gassing at the start of the championship rounds and was doing a lot of hugging. So I don't think realistically it helped him in the long run. I think it helped him with the knockdowns, which he got in the 4th round. I think the second knockdown that Fury had in the 4th was more of a flash knockdown. I think he was just off balance a bit. But the knockout itself, which is just literally a few seconds after this picture you've seen here, was so conclusive. Fury was putting together some lovely combinations throughout this fight. The uppercut was working, the right hooks. Wilder's defence was all over the place. He had his hands down for a lot of the fight. And I think Fury was just lapping that up, especially as the taller guy. And he was just able to chomp at Wilder throughout most of the fight and just feed him loads and loads of punches. But it was a great fight. Really did enjoy this one. Much better fight than the second. Much better. Because even though I felt it was still conclusive, it was still much more competitive in parts. Much more competitive. Fury's proven that he's got a great chin. He was taking a lot of punches, but Wilder also took a lot of damage. And at 35 years of age, you wonder if Wilder's gonna box again. You know, Fury's the younger man. Fury took a bit of punishment as well. I mean, he's taken a fair bit of punishment in all these, in the whole trilogy, with the exception of maybe the second fight. But we'll see what happens. But as for Tyson Fury, congratulations, #1 heavyweight, no doubt about it. I think most people can agree. I know after the fight he went over to the corner and tried to congratulate Wilder, but Wilder didn't want to talk to him. He's just very sore loser, Wilder. Someone needs to get a hold of him in that corner. Someone who's not a yes man needs to have a word with him and just sort him out, because it's not a good way to potentially end your career if he doesn't come back after this. So I've no doubt that over the next couple of days that Wilder and his fanboys and anyone that's part of that PBC cult are going to start coming out with the excuses as to why he lost. It's inevitable. These people aren't boxing people who think this way. They're just driven by emotion, all of them. So Fury has won all 3 fights, no question about it. So it's his moment. Congratulations. Where does Fury go next? I don't see him making the undisputed fight with Alexander Usyk next. I don't see that. I can see Usyk going off and having that rematch, and I believe that Fury will fight the winner of White and Wallin. And I hope that Fury isn't out the ring again for too long. I would like to see him back by sort of spring 2022, so around March, April time. Does he deserve a break after this? Of course, but he has been out the ring for over a year and a half before this third fight, so I don't want to see him inactive again for too long. But both men proved that they didn't look too bad with all the inactivity they both had, because they've both been out the ring at the same time since they last fought in Feb 2020. So yeah, this was a much better fight. This hands down my favourite fight of the trilogy that these guys have been involved in, and I think it's safe to say that Fury can now put this Wilder story to bed, and that is it now. It's done and dusted. But yeah, Fury still the heavyweight champion, retains his WBC belt. I think most people agreed across the board that he's the #1. What did you think, guys? Have you seen the fight yet? If not, stop this video, go watch the fight. You can find it all on YouTube. It's great. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you like the fight, if you like this video, then smash the thumbs up. Cheers, guys.